In a world where you think, you make your own choices. What if something else is choosing for you? What if your phone already knows when you'll feel sad, when you'll fail, and when you'll give up? What if AI understands your mind more deeply than you do? This isn't a prediction. This is already happening. Stay till the end, because what you're about to hear might change how you see your own thoughts forever. His name was Aries, a normal boy, living a normal life, but with a mind full of confusion. He thought he was in control of his habits, his decisions, his time. But every night, his phone recommended exactly what he wanted to watch. Music that perfectly matched his mood. Videos that knew just when he was bored. Ads that appeared before he even thought of buying something. He laughed and said, "What a coincidence." But deep inside, something felt wrong. He started to wonder, why does my phone know what I want before I even know it myself? It was a small question, but it planted a seed of doubt that would soon grow into something much bigger. He felt a quiet unease, a sense that the digital world he lived in knew him in a way that was both impressive and deeply unsettling. The more he observed, the more the coincidences piled up, until he couldn't ignore them anymore. One day, Aries met a tech researcher at a seminar. He decided to ask him the question that had been bugging him. Do you really think AI knows us better than we know ourselves? The researcher smiled and said, "It doesn't think, it observes." Then he said one sentence that froze Aries in his tracks. AI doesn't read your mind. It reads your patterns, and patterns never lie. Your attention span, your late night scrolling, your moments of stress, your feelings of loneliness, your deepest distractions. AI learns it all. It sees how long you watch a video, what you skip, what you share, what you search for at 3 in the morning. Every tap, every swipe, every pause is a piece of data. Aries stayed silent. He suddenly realized he wasn't scrolling his phone was scrolling him. The invisible threads of his own behavior were being woven into a predictable model, and he had been completely unaware. Aries decided to put it to the test. He started an experiment. He pretended he was sad, deliberately searching for and watching emotional content. Almost instantly, his feed was flooded with melancholy music and heart-wrenching movie clips. He searched for a single product, just once a new pair of headphones. For the next 3 days, every ad on every platform was about those headphones, or similar ones. He stayed awake late one night, mindlessly scrolling. The next night, his phone kept feeding him an endless stream of short, engaging videos, almost as if it was trying to keep him awake again. He finally understood. AI doesn't control your mind directly. It just predicts your next move and gently pushes you towards it. Not by force, not by threats, just by knowing you better than you know yourself. And this scared him more than anything. He saw how the algorithm was designed to capitalize on his weaknesses, to keep him engaged, to keep him consuming, without him ever feeling like he was being forced. Aries felt trapped. A wave of questions flooded his mind. Am I even choosing anything? Are my habits even mine? Have I lost control of my own mind? Felt angry, not at TI, not at the technology, but at himself, because technology didn't steal his time. Gave it Hawaii. Technology didn't trap him in a cycle of distraction. His own habits did. He felt powerless, like a puppet holding its own strings, making himself dance to a tune he didn't even choose. The very device that was supposed to connect him to the world now felt like a cage, built from the invisible bars of his own impulses. He was a willing participant in his own captivity, and that realization was the most painful of all. But one night, lying in bed, staring at the glowing screen, he made a decision. If AI can predict my weaknesses, then I will teach it my strengths. He resolved to flip the script. He stopped searching for useless things. He meticulously cleaned his feed, unfollowing accounts that drained his energy and following ones that inspired him. He began to train the algorithm by training himself. Whenever he felt lost or bored, he deliberately clicked on educational videos. Whenever he felt weak or unmotivated, he watched motivational content. Whenever his mind started to drift and get distracted, he forced himself to search for something valuable. something that would build him up, and slowly, but surely, the algorithm changed. Because he changed, his phone transformed. It became a teacher, not a trap. It became a powerful tool, not a manipulative master. He didn't delete technology. He learned to lead it. So remember this: AI is not your enemy. Your phone is not dangerous. Your apps are not evil. But your patterns, your habits, your impulses, those decide who controls who. If you don't take the time to understand your own mind, AI will happily guide your life for you, nudging you down paths of its own choosing. But if you take control, if you become conscious of your own patterns and deliberately shape them, AI becomes the greatest tool you will ever have. It can learn your strengths just as easily as it learns your weaknesses. The choice is yours. Comment below: I choose control, if you're ready to take your mind back. Thanks for watching.